Facebook, Instagram, that whole ecosystem is just driving me nuts. So I had something happen today that really frustrated me. I went to make an Instagram post, posted a photo of a book I'm reading, made a caption, put in some hashtags, did the filter. It took 15 minutes to make some content. And then I got an error that this showed up. It said, "Hey, do you want to share your posts to Facebook too?" And I had just changed my settings a couple weeks ago so that I didn't automatically cross post. An Instagram photo didn't automatically go to Facebook because I wanted to have just my Instagram content on Instagram and just Facebook content on Facebook and just YouTube content on YouTube. I'm trying to like silo and do different things on different channels. But here's what's tough. On my phone, right? I can't do anything like this. What you're seeing here is what's happening on my phone. So as I do things on my phone, you can see it. And my post, I can't decline or accept this. Like I'm unable to do anything on this page. So my post is functionally lost. So now I've got to restart my phone and see if I've lost my post or if I didn't save it to drafts because I thought I was done. I hit publish and then this awful UI. I can't it's horrible for accessibility, and I'm an abled person and I'm unable to use the platform. It's so frustrating. So I'm going to restart this and share with you what happens. And while I'm restarting my phone, I'm going to share with you why I'm giving up on Facebook altogether. And a lot of it is because of what happened for this business page. Okay, so my phone's rebooting. We'll see how that goes. So this business page took me 6 weeks to set up. And the problem was I used to have my personal profile at Kaylin.Huntress, right? And that automatically redirects here. Yay, hooray. But what happened was I took my personal profile, which is now Kaylin.McTavish.Huntress. It's my middle name. It's actually my bachelor name. It's the name that I had before I took my wife's last name. I'll tell you that story sometime. So I added this in because I wanted to have Kaylin McTavish Huntress be my personal profile. And then this Kaylin Huntress be my business profile. And it wouldn't let me pick this as a username, even though nobody else was using it. Because it used to, I don't know why. And so I emailed support. I went back and forth. They had to go with these different engineering teams and do all this stuff. So finally, after 6 weeks, I got it set up. And so I made some posts and there wasn't a lot of activity, like a 1 person reach, 5 people reached, the reach is just abysmally low because Facebook wants you to pay to play. And so I said, okay, I'll pay to play. I'll set up a what do you call it? An ads manager account. I already have an ads manager account. Can I use that one? No. Do I have to set up a new one? Okay. I have to do new pixels. And I spent all my time navigating their terrible overlapping UIs. The difficulty in using this interface is compounded by the fact that Facebook's gotten so big and there's so many different teams working on different things. It reminds me a lot of Microsoft. Microsoft, as you might know, has some pretty shoddy software. What they do is they have a team work on a project and then another team on another project, and then nobody's really looking after the usability to make sure that the end user can use it. And because so many different teams proliferate so many different projects, nobody can corral all the use cases. And so if you've ever used SharePoint or Teams or Office 365, then you know how difficult it can be to get the software to do something. And you find yourself going down a rabbit hole and you hit a software dead end and you're unable to do what you wanted to do. And that was ultimately why I made the decision 10 years ago to switch from being a PC user to a Mac user. Because I don't want to spend all of my time navigating clunky UI when I could be creating. I'd much rather be creating rather than...
Wait a minute!
Oh, man. I'm trying to see if I can do this on Instagram. Okay, so my phone has now restarted, and this was the original photo. Is it in drafts? No, it's not in drafts. I lost my caption. I lost I lost my hashtag. I lost the entire post because I was unable to say, no, I just want to keep my settings. And this is why I left PC for Mac 10 years ago. And I like to say, once you go Mac, you never go back, because Mac presents to you, oh, is this what you're trying to do? Here, let's make it easy. That's the primary consideration of Macintosh computers, is let's make this easy for you to do. And there's all sorts of valid concerns about a closed operating system that I'm not going to get into. I just want to talk about usability. For me, usability is paramount. If I can use this to do what I want to do, I'm going to keep using it. But if I keep getting frustrated by your overlapping UIs not working well, and that's getting in the way of me being a creator, then I'm going to go use something else. And so I think this is the end of my time with Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if there's valid reasons to do the whole delete your account thing. I don't know if I feel confident in doing that. I've been chipping away regularly my presence on those platforms. But I had a choice this week on what to do for this upcoming mastermind that I'm leading. I'm using this software that I'm streaming with right now. It's called Ecamm Live. And I want to start doing a weekly accountability mastermind. And I wanted to do it on LinkedIn because I can stream live to LinkedIn, but I can't get comments. And that's going to be the format of the mastermind, is working in the comments. So I piloted on LinkedIn, tried to get it to work, couldn't get it to work. So now I've got two choices, either Facebook or YouTube. And more of my audience is on Facebook, and if I used Facebook for this, I could get people to go like my page and spend time there. But the usability is proving to be way, way too difficult. And it takes too much time for me to wrestle with the technology just to do what I wanted to do. And so I think I'm gonna have to go with YouTube, even though it's not necessarily where my audience is. But I can't wrestle with Facebook anymore because I'm done with it. So I don't have promo graphics up, but what I do have is I have my upcoming scheduled live. This is me going live right now with 11 out of 100. I want to get 100 live streams done before the end of the year. And let me just go ahead and move over to the other side like that. And I've got one more draft to make sure that this works. I've piloted this. I've done a tech rehearsal on YouTube. I've got one more that I'm going to do on the 28th. And then on the 5th, I'm going to do a 4-week mastermind here on YouTube. And so I'm going to put the link for duplicate stream key where there's too much going on. Okay, so I'm going to put the link for this one, for the public one right here, get shareable link. I'm going to put that in the description of this video because I'm going to be doing a weekly mastermind where I ask everyone for their wins, their challenges, and their commitments. And here, let me do this properly because I got all my stuff set up in here doing this piece where I can talk about wins and challenges and commitments. And I'm going to be doing this whole thing. It's going to be 30 minutes long, and it's going to start with this video that I'm going to play for you right now. It's less than 2 minutes. I release myself to the mastermind because I am strong when I have others to help me. I believe the combined intelligence of the mastermind creates a wisdom far beyond my own. I understand that I will more easily create positive results in my life when I am open to looking at myself, my problems, and opportunities from another's point of view. I decide to release my desire totally in trust to the mastermind, and I am open to accepting new possibilities. I forgive myself for mistakes I have made. I also forgive others who have hurt me in the past, so I can move into the future with a clean slate. I ask the mastermind to hear what I really want, my goals, my dreams, and my desires. And I hear my mastermind partners supporting me in my fulfillment. I accept I know, relax, and accept, believing that the working power of the mastermind will respond to my every need. I am grateful knowing this is so. So that's the opening that Andrew Carnegie used to read at his own mastermind sessions. And starting in October, I'm going to have a weekly live stream here on YouTube where we start with that passage. And then everybody's going to share their wins for the week and celebrate what's gone right for the week. Everybody's going to share a challenge, something they're working through. And I'll invite some people up into one-on-one interviews where I can do some coaching with them to work through a challenge that they're working with. And then we'll share commitments of what we want to get done over the next week. And anybody who attends 2 weeks in a row, I'm going to check in and say, did you achieve your commitments? Did you do what you committed to do? And so that's going to be the weekly accountability mastermind. I'm starting that in just a little bit. And I'm going to be doing some more other live streams on other topics. So thanks for, now I'm going to go and do another Instagram post and redo all the stuff and see if I hit the same blocker. But if I can't get it open, I might just be done with Instagram because it's really crummy. You know, it's crummy when you put all this time into creating something and then UI blocks you. And the bad software development it prevents you from creating and sharing online. And I see this more and more with Facebook and Instagram. So I'm just gonna back off of those platforms. So let me know how you feel about the platforms you're working with. How do you feel about YouTube, where you're watching this right now? How do you feel about Facebook and Instagram? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling about that. And I will see you around the internet. Have fun out there.